Number 8 in our 25 roulette strategies to play in 2025 is the end game. Now, this is a complicated one. So, if you want to follow along and play this strategy, you'll need to come into the Discord and download the free Excel sheet that Benny Legends put together to play it. So, come into the Discord and download this sheet if you like the look of this strategy. Before we get started, I'll have to explain the rules. It's not super complicated, but it is a bit complicated. So let me put it on the screen. So we have to bet on either a dozen or a row. And it says here, whichever hasn't hit for the longest amount of time. Now, I'm going to ignore that and I'm going to play follow the winner just because I always do it. So I'm just going to stick with follow the winner. I'm going to pick a dozen to start with. Okay. And you'll see as the betting progression goes, we move down the betting progression. When we get to tier 4, we now need to add what I will be adding is a column. He calls them, Benny Legends calls them rows. We all call them columns. I think it's an Aussie thing. Okay. And then we're following a dual Fibonacci sequence. So we're going to have two Fibonacci bets going at the same time. One on the dozen, one on the column. Now, if we hit a jackpot win, because we're going to have a column bet and a dozen bet, and obviously we're going to have 4 numbers that are in both of those, then we're going to reset. Okay. And it says there, this is because the jackpot always exceeds your running loss total. Now, my head is in the way, but this bit here says if your highest bet wins, you can move back 1 tier. If your lower bet wins, you stay on your current tier. If you win 3 high bets in a row before you hit a loser, then you can completely reset. It's best off just playing this and we can work it out as we go. I've played this before, really enjoyed it. It's a very well thought out strategy. So we're going to start here on tier 1. We're going to bet just $1. It's not a massive amount. Bet $1 on a dozen. Okay, I'm going to follow the winner. So let me move the sheet and we are going to jump in after this. So $1 on a dozen. Just a quick reminder, we have our $1,000 bankroll. We're going to just play for 30 spins. Don't worry that it's only $1 because as we lose, we're going to have other bets come on and we're going to go through a Fibonacci sequence. So the bets could potentially get pretty big. So our first bet is going to be on the middle dozen, only $1. I have tried this with $5 and it got out of hand. You could probably push the boat out here and play with $2 and you shouldn't get into too much trouble, but we're going to play it with $1, exactly how it says on this spreadsheet. Like I said, come into Discord if you want to get hold of this. So we're going to follow it through here, and on tier 4 you can see that the opposite bet kicks in. But right now we're just on tier 1. It's not too exciting on tier 1, we're just on $1 bet. We sort of, just for excitement purposes, kind of want to lose this so we can progress through the progression. We actually won it. We made $1, so we're just going to repeat the bet. Let me get this Labouchere sheet back on. Oh, I'm sorry, I don't know why I'm calling it Labouchere sheet. It's the end game sheet. So we are back here. And you'll see the next one is also $1. Then the next one is 2. Then the next one is 3 plus 2. And that's when it starts to get interesting. I'm sure it will happen. I can't imagine I'm going to hit a winning bet constantly. I've got what? 20. I've got 12 out of 37 numbers covered. So got a 1 in 3 chance of winning. I've actually just won another one. So if I was doing $5 units, I'd be doing okay, but I'm not. Anyway, we take the winners. And what happened? Did anybody see the Fibonacci sequence, the last one, Fibonacci dozens? I was saying, oh, I should have done $10 units, should have done $10 units. And then we literally got to the end of our sequence on $5 units. If I had picked $10 units, I would have been out of the game. So I was quite clever in playing smaller bets. The worst thing you can do is shoulda, woulda, coulda, should have bet more money when you're on a winning streak, then start betting more money, and I guarantee a losing streak will come and find you. Can we lose this one, please? Okay, we've lost. So we are going to go to tier 2. And we're on $1 again, but we're going to go on the first dozen. Because that was the first dozen. So this is following the Fibonacci sequence. 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13. And then after, when we've got when we've lost our $2 bet, we go into tier 4, and then comes in our opposite bet. And that's when things get kind of interesting. But you've got to pay attention. This table is almost too fast for that. We've won, sorry. So we won our highest bet. We moved down. So I'm going to put $1 on the first dozen. And we've actually, so we were here on tier 2. We've won. So we moved down here. So we're back on this $1 bet. Somehow we've won 3 out of 4 spins with only 12 numbers covered. I don't always get this lucky. What normally happens if you get this lucky early on, all the losers come at once and it starts getting problematic. If you play the Fibonacci sequence, you know that you can't hit losers in a row. You can hit 5 losers, then a winner. 5 losers, then a winner. You'll do absolutely fine. So we're going to go to tier 2, $1 on that last dozen. So I'm now here, tier 2. I'll be a little bit upset if I win this bet because I want to show you how this works. But obviously I don't want to lose any money. So I don't want to be losing too many bets, but just for entertainment purposes, I don't think a lot of you came here to watch me bet $1 on a dozen, did you? Right, so we have lost. We're now going here, $2. So we're going to go $2 on the middle dozen. And if this loses, which I sort of hope that it does, we move on to tier 4. We have $3, and then we have that $2 opposite bet. So we're currently here, tier 3. I hope the screen is coming up properly, so I'm not just saying we're here, look at this, and you can't see it. I'm pretty sure it's being recorded properly. Okay, we lost. We're going to go on to tier 4, which is good for video purposes. So we're doing 3 and 2. So I'm going to go 3 and 2. I'm also following the winner with the columns as well. You could do as this suggests, the last one to hit. It's a little bit harder to find, especially when you've got 2 bets going. I mean, it's not that hard, but if you're on a fast table and you're trying to follow where you're at, I'm on tier 4 at the moment. I think follow the winner is just the easier way to do it. We've hit a jackpot number, so we're not going straight back down to tier 1. I mean, that sort of shows you how good it is. What happens when you hit a jackpot number? So I'm just going to go $1 on the last dozen. So we're losing a bit. Then we went on to tier 4 and they both hit. We only had 4 numbers that did that. But the rule is hit a jackpot number. Actually, I've got it wrote here, haven't I? What does it say? If you get a jackpot win, this is the highest bet, and then blah, blah, blah. Go to the start. Right, that's a loser. We are on to tier 2 now. Sorry, I didn't mean blah, blah. I was saying blah, blah to myself so that I could so I could reduce the Excel sheet and show you the ball dropping, but it's too late. So let me show you what we're on. We are here now. So if we hadn't hit a jackpot number, we would have just gone down a level. If we'd have hit our lower bet, aka our column, we'd have just stayed there. And if we'd have lost both of them, we move up a level. Right, we've won that. So we're moving down a step and we are on... Oops, pressing the wrong thing. We are on this bet here now. So we're going $1 on the first dozen. I mean, it sort of shows you that this can be a very... No, actually, I'm not even going to say the word. I'm just going to say the word that begins with S because I know that it can sort of get out of hand if you hit an unlucky streak. But a lot of strategies can do that. But for the time being, we're just on a nice little winning streak and we're $12 up. It's not massive amount of money. Not with $1,000, it's not. So we're going to go to tier 2 now and we're going to put $1 on 32. Sorry, we're going to put $1 on the third dozen. But it's so well thought out that whatever tier we're at, if we hit a jackpot number, you will see the same thing. You will see this graph just go ping straight up into session profit. Now we might just go down levels and slowly gain up there. Okay, that's a loser. So we're now on tier 3, which is $2. And we're going to go $2 on the first dozen. Tier 4 is the fun. Unfortunately, but fortunately, obviously, because we want to win, we got to tier 4, hit a jackpot number, and then just restarted it all. Be kind of nice to stay in like tier 5, tier 6, just to show you what happens. But I don't want to get my bets super high because then we can start getting in trouble. We've won. So we're just going to go down a level. So we were here. We're now here. This tier 2. And we can put $1 on the first dozen. So we have had 13 spins. Not got into any trouble at all, but obviously playing with $1 units, it's going to take a lot. We're going to have to hit some bad luck to start getting into trouble, which could easily happen because we've won 6, lost 7, and we've only got a 33% chance of winning. Oh my goodness, we won that as well. Right, we were here, we've won, we're back on tier 1. Of all the videos where I sort of want to lose to show you how the system works, because if you don't hit a loser, it's just the standard Fibonacci sequence. I mean, if you hit a winner in tier 3, it's just 1, 1, 2, and you go back. So it's the standard Fibonacci, but yeah. I shouldn't grumble about hitting some winning numbers. We reset, we're back to tier 1. I mean, but if I was playing a far more aggressive one, like let's say $10 Fibonacci, just on the dozen, I'd be making so much money here. 8 wins, 7 losses, covering 1 dozen. It's like, yeah, that's unheard of. But watch, it'll turn, and I will go on a massive losing streak. Another winner. This is almost embarrassing that I'm getting so lucky, but my bets are only $1. Oh wow. I'm not increasing them. I like something on my shoulder is saying you're on a lucky streak. Start betting $10, but no, especially with this system when you've got 2, 3. No, you've only got 2 bets going, but 2 Fibonacci's going at the same time. If you keep on missing, wow, that can get out of control. We might yet find out. Okie dokie. We can move up to tier 2, which is only $1. It's $1 on the last dozen. Just show you these numbers. Look at these repeaters, guys. So it's gone first dozen, first dozen, first dozen, first dozen, first dozen. We were on all of those. Well, we were on these 4 here, and then obviously we've just gone into the last dozen. Come on, lose this. How often have you heard me say that? Never. I just want to lose this one so I can get onto tier 4 again. Stop it. What is going on? Right, back to tier 1. Guys, have you ever seen stats like that playing the first dozen? Typical $1 bets, and I'm hitting 10 out of 18 playing 1 dozen. We are on tier 1, aren't we? We've moved all the way back. I'm just winning $2 every single spin here. This is insane. Tell you what, Endgame, if you were playing $5 units, which I have done before, and I had the exact opposite of what's happening to me now, I just went loser, 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 and I ran into so much trouble, my bankroll collapsed. Obviously, if you can get onto a table that's doing this to you, $5 units, you're going to make, we'd be what? Well, what's 23 times 5? $115 in profit already. Okay, let's go on to tier 2. We are going to go $1 on the first dozen. We've had 20 spins and I've won 11 of them. And I've literally shown you how the strategy works once. And then we had to reset. Do you know what's going to happen here, which is going to make the end game look terrible, is we'll hit a losing streak at the end and we won't have time to go back and hit those jackpot numbers. Okay, we're going to go on to tier 3, which is $2. $2 on the last dozen. Want to lose this so we can go into tier 4 and have a little bit of fun. All right. So we are going on to tier 4, which is 3 and 2. So it's going to go $3 on the first dozen, $2 on the top column. Okay. If we hit our dozen, which is our highest bet, we're going to go back to tier 3. If we hit our column, we're going to just stay where we are. If we hit them both, we're going to reset. And if we miss them all, we're going to go up to tier 5. So we missed them both. Okay, so now we're going to go 5 and 3. So let's do that. 5 here and 3 here. Okay, now we can start to see how the end game works. $5 on our column, $3 on our $5 on our dozen, $3 on our column. Next one's 8 and 5. So 2 Fibonacci's going at the same time. Right, we missed it. So we're going 8 on the dozen, 5 on the column. We're here. So let's go 8 here and 5 here. Okay, so at least we can see that yes, you can start losing and yes, you can go through the tiers. But what I'd really like to show is how these tiers then start to recover. Hopefully we can hit a couple of these dozens, start moving back a level. Missed them both. So we're going 13 and 8. Let's do that. 13 and 8. We're minus $7. It was so easy. And now we're minus $7. This is why you start on dollar bets. 13 and 8. We got a $21 bet. Next one goes 21.13. So they start getting pretty big. Okay, so we hit our lower bet, so we're staying at the same bets. So what I'm going to do is just repeat it, and then we're just going to move this over to the middle dozen. So that was a little bit of profit. That was like $3 profit. We were at minus 7, and now we're at minus 4. So literally did nothing. It's not worth reducing our bets because we didn't win enough. Not so if we went back a tier, we'd be in trouble. So we just stay here and go again. We only move back when we hit our bigger bet, which in our case is our dozen, which we got. So we're going to go back a level, which is 8 and 5. So let's get it on. 8 and 5. Let's quickly show you that. So we were here on tier 7. Our bigger bet won, and we're moving back one level. If we hit 15, 18, 21, or 24, full reset. Okay, so that's going to be a little bit of profit. There was $2 profit that time. Just repeat the bet. Stay on that tier. But I'm obviously following the winner, so I'm going to move it over to the last dozen. Ow, this strategy has gone so fast. So this is our 29th spin. I could play this all day. I enjoy this, and it's a really well thought out strategy. Don't play this all day because you will run into a sequence and you'll be on tier 14 and your bets will be huge. But it is really well thought out, like what happens, what you should do on a loser. Like I said at the start, come into the Discord if you want to get hold of this. So we're going to make a little bit of money on that. Again, that column is sort of like a savior / tiny bit of profit. No need to increase our bets. I'm just going to move this into the middle dozen. Now, unfortunately, if we lose this, we are going to be $5 in profit after 30 spins. It obviously didn't make the most of that really, really lucky streak that we had right at the start. I mean, I've had 15 wins and 4 losers, but obviously sometimes I'm covering more than 12 numbers because I've got two bets going at the same time. But yeah, we're on a really good streak at one point. Oh, look at that. We finished on a jackpot number. I think that summarizes how lucky we have been today. But even if you have an unlucky streak, this system can help you get out of it. Obviously, it can't get out of all of situations, but we have finished our 30 spins on $44. We managed to hit 2 jackpot numbers throughout that, so we would have reset anyway. Perfect timing. Let me know what you think of the end game. I really like it. If it was a bit more simple, it'd probably be in the top 5. Shout out to Benny Legends for creating this. Thanks very much, and I'll see you in the next video.